So hello everyone. Today we will discuss the programmatic advertising header bidding concepts. So how header bidding works, we will discuss how exactly header bidding works and what is the basic difference between header bidding and overbidding, and how it is different from a waterfall bidding. So as you can see in this figure, there are five ad networks: Programmatic, Criteo, Magnite, Index, Google. So they are going on for the final bidding, and Magnite is the highest bidder, and their bid is running through header bidding. So in header bidding, the basic concept remains that it is an advanced bidding before the actual bidding happens in the like Google Ad Exchange or the DFP. And in this, the person, the ad network bidding the highest wins the bid, and their ad is shown. So this is how basically a header bidding works. And generally, the header bidding is done for an higher ECPM yield, which is generally generated through header bidding, and it gives you more transparency as compared to Google Ad Exchange, where many things are not clear regarding the ad exchange impression serving, as well as other things. There are various other things. So we'll go in the second slide, which is about the new things to know about header bidding. That the publishers envision a successful advertising ecosystem where the money from ads displayed on the website is maximized through header bidding. But header bidding is needed in order to make that vision a reality. The process to make ad inventory biddable to numerous demand partners thanks to header bidding increases publishers' ad income by doing away with inefficiencies like Google AdX preferred bid position. When a publisher utilizes Google's ad server, the procedure, which entails utilizing JS JavaScript to build a header bidding wrapper, allows advertisers to engage in improved ad targeting. Prepare for a thorough examination of header bidding for good reason. It has become the ad tech industry's buzzword. So continue reading to master header bidding and increase your ad earnings. So header bidding is a sophisticated programmatic advertising approach. Substitutes for the waterfall method by enabling advertisers publishers to simultaneously offer their ad inventory to a number of ad networks and exchanges. In essence, header bidding is a programmatic auction in which bid requests are delivered in real time to a number of demand partners to increase the value of ad inventory. What do you mean by header bidding? So publishers can create bid requests using browser resources by adding a JS code snippet to the head section of their website. The publisher's ad server filters these bids according to a set of criteria, and the highest bidder's advertisement is subsequently displayed on the user's screen. In order to increase the ad revenue for their web pages, publishers should utilize header bidding because the entire procedure just takes a few milliseconds. Header bidding, this is the figurative explanation of header bidding. This is the JavaScript wrapper which is placed in the head of the website section, header section of the website, and there are bidders. That is the highest bidder of 13 ECPM. Then there is, this is the through DSP received through the header bidding. Then there is SSP, which has given us a bid of 10.51. There is SSP to 9.51. In RTB auction, a $12 bid has been received through DSP. $10.50 bid has been received. $9 bid has been received, and $8, $10, 9.50. However, the highest bidder is the header bidding bidder bid, and that is $13, and that ad runs on the site after going through all these stages. So waterfall versus header bidding. In waterfall, there are four networks. Ad network A, which is bidding $2, B $2.75, ad network C $3.25, and network D $2.95. But the winning bid is $2.75 because they don't consider the highest bidder. They consider the bidder with highest volumes and a historical performance of highest bids, or the like volume of bids received from that ad networks. So it is not a guarantee in waterfall that the highest bidder will win the bid. However, in header bidding, the ad network bidding the highest, in this case you can say ad network C is the highest of $3.25, B is 2.75, A is 2.00, and D is 2.95. So ad network C wins, as simple as that. The person bidding the highest wins the wins to run the ad, and then goes on. And we'll go to the next part. This is header bidding tag, which has been placed in the publisher's website server. These are the demand sources, four demand sources. The highest bidder wins from that demand source. The auction winner is passed to DFP as price parity. In DFP, if the price parity bid is the highest, then that ad is run. This we have already discussed. So how header bidding works: a visitor clicks on a website and the page loads in their browser. The short string of JS in the website header, the header bidding wrapper, calls several ad networks. Each ad network places a bid on the inventory. The highest bid wins the auction. The winning bid is passed to the publisher's ad server. The publisher's ad server connects the user to the advertiser server. The winning ad creative displayed to the user. This entire process happens within milliseconds. You can see why it is sometimes called pre-bidding, as the auction is relocated from the ad server onto the header of the publisher's web page. Difference between client side header bidding and server side header bidding. So in server side header bidding, auction happens on an external ad server, while in client side header bidding, auction happens within the user's browser. So the first header bidding system created an auction within the user's browser, which requested bids from multiple advertising demand sources. However, it increased the latency as more and more SSPs and ad exchanges were added to the auction. Server-side header bidding was established to combat this latency. So server-side header bidding allows the auction to occur outside of the user's browser. This reduces the number of ad calls going to and from the web page. Instead, the auction is held after one call is made to an external server. This results in faster page load times and lower processing power requirements, which improve the user experience. Waterfall versus header bidding, we have already discussed that in waterfall the price is not guaranteed, but in header bidding the price is guaranteed. The bidder giving the highest price wins the bid. In waterfall, the bidder giving the highest price is not guaranteed that it will win the bid. However, it is more dependent on the historical performance of the ad network, as well as the person having the ad network having the highest volumes. So waterfall system passed ad impressions to ad exchanges one by one until the floor price set by the publisher was exceeded. In contrast, header bidding creates an open ad auction where ad exchanges can simultaneously bid on an ad inventory. While the waterfall system allowed publishers to connect to multiple ad exchanges and advertisers, it was ultimately inefficient for all parties since the highest bidder did not always win. What are header bidding wrappers? A header bidding wrapper, also known as a container or framework, organizes all buyers and sets the rules for the programmatic auction. It means publishers can maximize the number of demand sources competing for an impression in an auction without the added complexity of added code with each new bidding partner. All partners using header bidding have their bid requests triggered simultaneously. A header bidding wrapper also has a timeout setting to manage how long the browser waits to respond before the auction closes out. Moreover, header bidding wrapper software comes with a suite of analytic tools to determine what methods work best and what partners might be dropped from the wrapper. If a particular demand source is not winning any impressions, it can be easily removed from the header bidding process. Prebid.js, one of the most popular header bidding wrappers is Prebid.js, designed by AppNexus in 2005. Prebid.js is an open source project under the Apache license embraced by the Ubiquin project in 2017. As a header bidding wrapper, Prebid.js allows publishers to set up line items and handle asynchronous multiple ad calls within an ad server. Pros of are that sophisticated tools for ad server communications. Publishers have generally noted an increase in speeds while running bidding header style auctions compared to the waterfall model. Open source and free, large, robust user community which contributes upgrades to the code and also acts as a support group. Cons are not exactly user friendly. It is complex to set up and maintain the header bidding wrapper. Running the header bidding wrapper itself can slow byte loading speed as there is inherent overhead with its use. There are several forums where anyone can get expert assistance from a large professional group of users and developers. While support is available from the user community, it is not on demand like paid support. As can be seen, the pros far outweigh the cons. However, that does not change the fact that Prebid.js will require an expert to set up and run. So while it has many advantages, it won't work for every person in every situation. In the interim, it should be noted that this is hardly the only wrapper available. For example, Amazon supports its transparent ad marketplace software, and Google maintains its exchange bidding and dynamic allocation tool. Header bidding versus open bidding, what is the difference? Header bidding requires a more complex setup than open bidding, which is managed by Google and has a more simplified interface. But with header bidding, publishers can retain more control over their ad operations. Open bidding also reduces latency over header bidding, as the auction takes place on an ad server in the cloud rather than in the user browser. Open bidding is less transparent than header bidding, as publishers can determine with certainty why a specific advertiser won the auction. Still, there is a dynamic allocation process which is sort of like data black box. On the other hand, header bidding can have a higher match rate for cookies than open bidding. This is because cookie syncing allows for the exchange of data and matching the user with their profile on the bias database. This process allows advertisers to find and bid for an ad impression for their target audience. So that's it for today. Hope you liked this video on header bidding. We will come with more header bidding videos and specific question series on header bidding in the programmatic advertising question series, and which will make you more upgraded in response to the header bidding questions and header bidding facts and figures. So have a good day, enjoy the day, and keep learning and keep enjoying new things, and hope you make a good career out of this. Thank you very much.